Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we're talking about luxury skincare reviews, luxury trash. I've got my bag here full of empties that we're going to go ahead and dissect and review in today's video. But before we go any further, let's take a second to grab our iced coffee or hot coffee. Let's take a sip and let's get started. First up here is from Dior, and this is part of their prestige line. This moisturizer here, the texture is the essential texture. And this was a super intense, hydrating, replenishing moisturizer. This felt very intensive and reparative. I don't know if I want it for summer, but it did make me consider purchasing it for winter. Like, the texture was really thick and it just felt like butter and cocooning at the same time. So I definitely would consider getting this for colder months, especially for like a night cream. It was just very intensive and just a very nice feeling. And speaking of very intensive, cocooning, buttery feelings, we have the Baume here from the Chanel Sublimage. And this is part of like the global anti-aging line. And I think that's the same for the Prestige line here from Dior. The Baume is revitalizing, soothing, and reparative at the same time. So I use this more in the evening as like a treatment, just, you know, I did my serums, like cleansed my face, did my serums, and then put like a nice generous coat of this on my face and neck and chest, and it was just so nice, so hydrating, and very restorative and revitalizing. So I can see what the fuss is about. I know a few of you in the comments have told me you've purchased this before, and I get it. It's quite pricey. Of course it is. I mean, these two lines are very pricey, but it was really nice. And I think, again, this would be like a good treatment, you know, especially, I think I was using this, I actually don't remember when I was using this. It was a few months ago, but you know, for winter, dry climate, harsh, like if you live in a place that is really harsh and stripping and tough on your skin, this would be a nice soothing treatment option. Next up is from Chantecaille, and this is the Pure Rose Water. So I've gone through a couple of these. I like it. It smells like rose water. It's pretty simple. It's pretty straightforward. I like it. I don't have a backup of this now. I think I have the Orange Blossom Water. I don't use it every day. Some people use it as toner every day. I sort of just use it some days when I'm feeling really dry and I've done my makeup and I'm just like, I feel like I'm needing a bit of moisture. I will just spritz a little bit of this on my face after makeup, and I find that it just sort of rejudges the whole look a little bit. But that being said, I don't have one right now, and sometimes I just use like a regular setting spray to give me that same effect. But I do like this. I've purchased it a few times before. I probably will purchase it again, but I think I prefer the travel size one because the travel size one is just easier, I find. I don't know, this one here is glass, and I'm always worried I'm going to drop it and have it shatter, whereas the travel size one is plastic, and so I'm just less concerned about that. But anyway, let me know if you've tried this and what you think. Okay, moving on to a product that was a total dud. And this was sent to me. This was sent from Biossance, and this is the Tea Tree Cleanser. It's a gel cleanser. This is basically full here. There isn't much that I've used. I used it a few times. It's the Squalene Tea Tree Cleansing Gel. Burned my eyes. It didn't sting, it burned. It was so painful. Like, it was just like not good. And when I wash my face, I wash my eyes as well because I almost always have makeup on them, and nope, absolutely not. Yeah, no, it's supposed to deeply cleanse and purify the eyes and the eyeballs too, apparently. But no, absolutely not. Impossible. So, huge no merci for me. Unfortunately, I've tried other stuff from the brand that I like, but this one here is a huge no. So sometimes when I have a product like this, that's a complete dud. Like, it's supposed to be a face cleanser. Impossible. Cannot use that. What I'll do is, instead of throwing it out, I will use it on the rest of my body, because this would be fine on the rest, you know, like my armpits, my knees, it's fine. So I'll keep this and just use it as shower gel, like body gel instead of face gel. So sometimes if you have a product at home that's just like catastrophic, you cannot use, if it gives you a rash or irritation, discontinue use and throw it out completely, of course. But if it's just like it's way too harsh for your face, use it on the rest of your body. You know, it's just a way to avoid just throwing out a whole cleanser. Moving on to another cleanser that I loved completely. You can tell, you know, when you squeeze it to the complete bottom like this just to get all the product out. This is from Clé de Peau. This is the Softening Foam Cleanser. So this is a cream cleanser that turns into a mousse. And this is great. This lasted me, oh my goodness, several months. You need like a pea-size amount, and it just cleanses the face. It lathers, but it doesn't strip. It doesn't dry. It's just a really great cleanser. This one here, the Softening Cleansing Foam, is great if you have normal, dry, dehydrated, mature skin. They have one for oily skin as well, but this one here is my favorite. And what's great is that it lasts so long. You use very, very little, and it just does a great job. You feel clean without feeling squeaky or stripped, so it's great. And you can tell because it looks like a tube of toothpaste, you know, when you just like squeeze every last bit of it. I did that to this one here, so it's a nice balance from the first cleanser here. No, thank you. Moving on to a toner here. This is from La Neige. This is the Cream Skin Toner and Moisturizer 2-in-1. I've gone through a couple of these in my life, actually several of these. This is a very hydrating toner. And so you can see at the bottom here, it's very milky. It looks almost like skim milk. That's the texture here. And you can press it onto your hands and then onto your face. You can use a cotton pad, but I feel like I lose product that way. So I'd rather just put it on the palm of my hand and then press it onto the skin. It's very hydrating, very moisturizing. If you have issues with hydration or dehydration, as I should say, this is a great product. It feels super creamy in a way, like a light skim milk texture, and it feels very hydrating, very soothing. It's great. They have one here, I think in a spray format that I've never managed to get. It's always sold out. I feel like a spray would be ideal for this, but in a bottle like this is great as well. Moving on to the U Beauty Plasma Lip Compound. So this is a lip treatment. If you're someone who's preoccupied with thinning lips, if you've always wanted to have slightly bigger, plumper lips, this is great because this is a very nourishing, hydrating lip treatment that does actually, like when you apply it, it's very glossy and it makes your lips look a little bit bigger. It enhances the volume of your lips. Is it going to be like lip injections? Of course not. But if you're someone who's using like lip plumpers, lip maximizers, you know, that sort of thing, you would definitely enjoy this. It's great as a nighttime treatment, just like a nice thick slather, but also just during the day, just applying it generously is really nice. And I think they're coming out with different shades in the near future. But anyway, this one here is the classic color. I really like it. Next up here is something from Shiseido, and this is the Essential Energy Hydrating Day Cream. And this comes with an SPF in it. So this is a AM morning moisturizer because it has sunscreen in it, and it has a little bit of a scent. You can't really see what's left because there's a little bit left in the cap here, so that's the texture. And what's great is that this is refillable. So there we go. You just pop it out on the sides like this, and then you can just buy your coffee pod of cream and then, you know, get a refill like this. So you don't have to buy the full jar, which I'm a huge fan of. So I don't know if you know this, but in the morning when you're doing skincare, when you do like your moisturizers, all that, you are meant to wait 30 minutes before you apply your sunscreen. I know, we don't all have hours and hours in the morning to do that. So if you're just busy and on the go and you don't have time to layer a bunch of skincare, might I suggest a 2-in-1. This here, it's a great moisturizer. It feels lightweight. It's not too heavy. It's not greasy, and you get some sunscreen in it. So this might be for you. I love it. I love Shiseido. I love Clé de Peau and Shiseido. The two, I think they're two, like one and the same. They're in the same family, but yeah, this Shiseido cream is wonderful. Next up is the Clé de Peau Synactive Lotion. So the Synactive line is great. It's super anti-aging, incredibly hydrating and moisturizing, and this is a lotion, so it's a toner. And so this you pour into the palm of your hand or a cotton pad. This is actually the refill, but you go ahead and you apply this on your skin before you do your serums and all that. And the reason you apply lotion before serums is that this helps the skin absorb your skincare ingredients, like your toners and your moisturizers. And this Synactive lotion, it feels incredibly hydrating. I think it's a bit more hydrating than the La Neige. La Neige is great. I'm 35. If I was 55, I would be using the Synactive one more. It's more moisturizing. It feels richer without feeling greasy. Like it just feels almost like a liquefied gel cleanser, or gel moisturizer, I should say. Like, it just feels very moisturizing and just really great. It's a great toner. If you're in the market for a good one, this Inactive one is really nice. Moving on to Murad. I have here the Vita C Glycolic Serum. This is a vitamin C serum that's also brightening at the same time. So the vitamin C is great to fight off extra hyperpigmentation, and then there is an AHA blend in here that gently exfoliates and just brightens the skin. It's a great product. I really enjoy Murad. I think they make really great vitamin C products. I love their vitamin C eye serum. That's the best in the market in my opinion. And this one here is really nice. It's actually dual. So there's 2 serums in one, and when you pump it out, they both sort of swirl together and you apply. So it's a great product, especially if you have lots of hyperpigmentation, lots of staining on the skin. This is a great brightening brightening serum. Moving on to the Chantecaille Rose de Mai facial oil. This is a face oil. There's not that much else to say. It's just a really nice oil. It smells a little bit like roses. So this one here, I think is a 30 milliliter or 50. Anyway, you have the little dropper here. There's 1 extra drop in here. And this I love to use at night. So when I apply my last step, my moisturizer, I go into a couple of drops of the face oil. It just seals everything in. It locks everything in. Everything feels luscious and smooth, and I look dewy, and my skin looks radiant. Just as a mention, I am not wearing any foundation today. I'm wearing concealer, a primer, some cheek product, but I'm not wearing anything to camouflage or hide anything really. So, you know, these skincare items that I'm mentioning that are really great, it's because they actually work. And I just love a couple of drops of a face oil, even in the summer. I just like that extra moisture just locked in and just making me look very dewy. Next up is the U Beauty Super Hydrator. So this is a Milky serum, and this is like a super mega dose of hydration. The serum is kind of thick. It's not runny and watery. It's almost not gelatinous, but I don't think there's anything left for me to show you. Okay, well, there we go. It's like, that's what it looks like. As you can see, it's not running, it's not flowing anywhere, and it's milky at the same time. I would argue if you have like normal to mixed skin, you could use this maybe without a moisturizer over top, because it's just pure hydration. It's not leaving you feeling greasy or oily. It's just like, I don't know, like a glass of milk for your skin. It's like a glass of water, but it's milky, and it's just a super hydrator, really. So I use this in the winter times, of course. Now it's summer, so I'm not really using it quite as much, but it's great, and the texture is really nice. And I have dry, dehydrated skin. That's why I went in with moisturizer over top. But I think if you have like normal mixed oily skin, you might use it just on its own. It might be enough for you. Okay, last but not least is this product here from U Beauty. They sent me this, and I was like, okay, I'm very skeptical. You can send it to me, but I may roast it. Like, I'm not sure about this. This is the Mantle Skin Conditioning Wash. This is a 2-in-1 cleanse. So it's a double cleanse in one. It's a makeup remover and a face cleanser 2-in-1. And I was like, sure, of course, yes. Yeah, okay, we'll see. No, as you can see, I've actually used up the whole tube, because it does remove everything. Like everything that I'm wearing today, mascara, liner, eyeshadow, lipstick, concealer, everything, like it removes everything. I don't know how. I don't understand how it works, but it does. It actually breaks down all of the makeup. It has a sort of oil balm texture, and then you add water and it feels conditioning. It's called skin conditioning, so it doesn't feel stripping or too intense. You know, it feels very cocooning and nourishing as you're cleansing, and then everything is gone. Like I've done like the tests with the cotton pads after, like everywhere, just to see if there's any makeup. No, it actually, it takes it off. It takes it off. I'm blown away. I'm really shocked. So again, if you're someone who, you know, maybe wants to simplify your skincare routine, look for shortcuts, this is great. It takes off everything, even sunscreen, you know, everything, the pollutants outside, all that jazz. It just takes everything off without stripping everything, without making you irritated or red. It just works. Oh, actually, I have a last item here that I forgot. I thought that was the last item. It is not. I have another cleanser here. This is from Clé de Peau. This is the Micellar Cleansing Water. So this is a makeup remover. It's great for eye makeup, lip makeup, the full face. It's a micellar water. It leaves your skin feeling very fresh, very hydrated. Technically, with a micellar water, you don't have to rinse your face. So when you're doing your makeup, like when you're removing your makeup at night, you can use this to remove your makeup, and you don't technically have to go in with a double cleanse. I almost always do just because I like to make sure I get everything off, but I guess today's theme is like products to simplify your beauty routine. So if you want a makeup cleanser that removes everything without 2 steps, we've got the Clé de Peau Micellar Water or the You Beauty Skin Conditioning Wash. And if you want an AM moisturizer with a sunscreen, I would recommend the one from Shiseido. Okay, I just had a quick look. That was, in fact, the last item for today. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think of these like skincare reviews, skincare empties. I feel like this is the best way to actually review skincare because it's hard to test out a serum for like a day and then know. You need a few weeks and then ideally a few months to just try everything out. So I hope that this is helpful because for the past few months, I really haven't been wearing that much foundation. Like I've been wearing primer, concealer, and that's about it. And I think this great skincare collection that I've been curating has been helpful. So hopefully it's helpful for you as well. Anyway, that's all I have for today's video. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hope you have a beautiful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.